Oh, that's a good story.
Guild!
The spot on the yacht is hotter than I thought.
You know, I leave for 15 minutes, and here you are sashaying across my living room with my signed copy of The Count of Monte Cristo on your head.
My spot on the yacht is hotter than I thought. Okay.
Okay, maybe try a lighter book. It sounds like this one's doing some damage.
I'm working on my posture. This is what you wanted, my dear Pennybutt. Did you pick up the films I requested?
Yeah, I found a few on your list in the $2 bin at the AM/PM. My Fair Lady, Pretty Woman. I'm sensing a theme here.
Inspiration. I will reinvent Country Mouse Joanne into Metropolitan Minx Ruby with the power of cinema.
There were 2 Sabrinas. I got the one with the talking cat.
Frank! I find that unsatisfactory.
Kidding, I got the black and white one.
Fantastic. Okay, I'll be right with you. Ooh, okay. Eyes ahead, Holtzinger. You're floating. You're gliding. You're a bubble.
I don't know that a bunch of rom-coms are really going to tilt the scales at this point.
The scales will be the only thing tilting. Observe the straight back and high, haughty chin of the society woman in action. Audrey Hepburn, eat your heart out.
Your shirt's inside out.
Roman Holliday was not built in a day, Pennybutt.
Stop calling me that.
Is that back sass I hear from my very own butler?
No, madam. Of course not, madame.
Did you get popcorn?
Yes, madam.
The shares of Claire's fall sharply in the bears. Ooh.
God, you're not going to learn this way. It's like a whole other world.
Well, then help me learn. You have to mold me, Henry Higgins. Because I'm just a runaway scoundrel, I am.
Joe, watch out, the book.
Wash out. Oh, wash out. Son of a bastard, my foot. Oh, come on.
I'm trying to warn you.
Why couldn't you have the abridged copy?
It's a first edition, Joe. They didn't know how boring most of it was back then. Here, come on, let me help you up.
Don't. Let me get it. Oh, I can practice my legs together, dainty lady squat.
You sure?
Lower. Fire in the glutes.
Wait. Whoa, I got you.
Nice catch.
Yeah.
Put me down gently.
You're a little spaz.
I mean, on the ground.
Oh, sorry.
Now that you talked me into the whole thing, it is kind of fun.
Fun? If you think it's going to be fun, I have not prepared you enough. Come on. Hey, look at me. You've got to go into this thing eyes open. It is not going to be fun.
Oh, sure. You'll be there. Ergo, there will be a little fun.
We should get to the studio.
Ooh, and if we get back quick enough, we should have time for a little pretty woman, too.
I'll always make time for you.
A little pretty woman.
Yeah, you got it. Also, ergo?
Rich people take Latin, right?
Well, don't speak Latin at Thanksgiving.
Hey, l'ergo my ergo.
Wow. Alia Iactus.
Ooh, historical.
Yeah, what's on the radio?
Okay. Good night, cuties. And welcome to Josie's Lonely Hearts Club. I'm your host, Josie Heller. Let's spend the night together. You know what I hate? Absolutism. This world is far too vast and unknowable for anybody to think that they've got it all figured out. Not only is that statistically unlikely, it's boring as hell. That kind of rigidity just gives me hives, you know? I tense up like a zookeeper who realizes they've left some beef jerky in their front pocket. Nice kitty. Good kitty. Love needs comfort. Comfort is a little bit of a give to it, a little flexibility, and importantly, the ability to read the room. Don't come down on me too hard for this one, cuties, but I am a believer in the rare deployment of the considerate, harmless little white lie. Socrates asked us to send our words through 3 gates. Is it kind? Is it necessary? And is it true? To borrow that fella's very own method, here's a question. Can you think of a time when someone really needed to hear something kind, even if it wasn't quite true? 'Cause I can. I was just thinking about you. Don't worry, those bangs will grow out just fine. That frittata sounds delicious. I would never have thought to put leeks and raspberries together. We are all co-humaning here, just doing our best. I think we can all admit that sometimes the truth is sharper than we can handle, and it's moments like that when a thoughtful, compassionate little fib can go a long way. But enough pontification on prevarication. We've got cuties calling into the station. 505-555 KDNN is the number, and that's the gospel truth. Frank, who's ready to fess up?
Coming up first, we have former United States President Barack Obama.
I'm sorry?
No, just a little white lie there, Josie.
I see.
Just as good, it's Stacy from Denver.
Stacy from Denver, welcome to the show.
Hi, Josie. I need to confront my boyfriend about something really awkward.
Yeah, break it down for me, babe.
Okay, basically, so his doctor told him his cholesterol was a little high. Well, they told him to adjust his diet. Most importantly is he needed to start hitting the gym and doing some serious cardio, but he hates the gym. For whatever reason, he hates the gym. He said, no, babe, I'm gonna do wrestling. He knows that I hate wrestling.
Yeah.
I have been very clear about my opinions on wrestling. I hate it. I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. It disgusts me.
Soundly rejected.
Josie, the problem is, but then he started showing me some of his moves. None of them seemed real, and the more he showed, I am confident that he is completely fabricating this. He does not have a trainer named Fancy Freaky Frank. His ridiculous moves like the Killer Clown Clobber, that's not a thing. And the reason I know that they're not real is because I was a pro wrestler. And it did not end well.
All right, so I understand. So the situation you find yourself in, he's trying to get one over on you, probably to avoid exercising, yeah?
Yes.
But it's not convincing, but you can't let on that you know he's lying
because if he finds out the reason that I know so much about pro wrestling, he's not going to want to be with me anymore, Josie, because I had a horrible, embarrassing, world-shaking, defaced my whole life exit from pro wrestling, okay?
Right.
My name was Lady Voltage, the Electrocutionist, and by the time I left pro wrestling, my name was Lady Shart.
Okay.
I sharted on my opponent.
Stace.
By accident.
Yeah.
At the end of the round, I spun her around on her back. I put my ass close to her face. But guess what happened, Josie? I sharted Josie.
I thought
and
so.
And she got up. Lady Zella the Warlockess. She got up and said, oh my God, what is that smell?
Oh no.
And then the ref came over and he smelled it too. My reputation was ruined. Not only did they start chanting and singing, Lady Shart, 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 Lady Shart, 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 Shart. I mean, I was banned from every wrestling promotion west of the Mississippi. The WWE wouldn't take me after, Vince McMahon. I thought about going down to Arena Mexico, but their name for me down there is La Padona. And I couldn't put that on my spandex, so I can't relive that moment, Josie. I can't relive Lady Shart, Lady Shart.
I would never ask you to, Stacy. Gosh, what a...
So anti-wrestling, I say I hate it, I want nothing to do with it, and that I know nothing about it. So how am I gonna tell him that I know so much when he thinks I know so little?
Well, that brings me to my next question, Stacy. Is you love the guy, right? And you see a future with him?
Yes, and I want him to live and have low cholesterol with me in 20 years.
Yeah. But I think that there's a really beautiful opportunity here for you to show him the video.
Of Lady Shart.
You can tell the person you want to have children with, I'm sure, and say, listen, I know you want to lower your cholesterol, and I know you think this is fun, but here is the sordid truth. And if you do that, you are opening up your heart and letting him peer into the deepest little kernel of hurt left in you. Then you move forward. Then you go, would you want to go on a hike, babe? If you like costumes, what sport makes you feel your most, your prettiest, so to speak?
Or we could bring costumes into the bedroom and make the sex more physical.
I think so. A little cardio never hurt anybody. Instead of getting him on the ropes, you get him in the ropes. In there, you just, lower your sodium intake. Cut out red meat 2 days a week.
And maybe I can heal from this so I don't go into like a full panic attack every time I see any images or videos or of wrestling or I hear the call.
And this, this also speaks to something I think is important is that your boyfriend doesn't know that what he's doing inadvertently
And the whole reason I sharted, Josie, was because I was reintroducing dairy into my diet that week, which was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And that's the thing he needs to cut from his diet.
There you go.
Is dairy to lower the cholesterol. So there is a beautiful bookend.
It is also a cautionary tale. Yeah, here. I didn't cut out dairy, and look what happened to me. Look what happened to me, honey.
Yes, and put the wrestling and the wrestling costumes where they belong. In the bedroom.
Oh, Stacy, you're the best. Listen, cutie, you have a great rest of your night.
Okay.
Wow, Josie, your advice never comes up short. Coming up next, we have Easton calling in from Santa Fe.
Easton from Santa Fe, welcome to the show.
Hi, Josie, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing just fine. How about you?
Well, I've been better. I have a bit of a problem. My wife and I guess I'll take you back when we met. We met about 10 years ago, and we were at this sports bar. She was real pretty, and so I walked up to her, and we started talking, and there was a rodeo on the television, and I blurted out, yeah, I worked my way through college as a rodeo clown.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I just thought it would be funny. She thought it was hysterical. She laughed a lot. And I think that is one of the things that sparked our relationship. And we laugh, and she buys me, every once in a while, a rodeo clown themed gift. And we're very happy. We're a very happy couple. But I never thought this was going to come back to haunt me. I mean, she never pressed me about it or anything. She just thought it was something funny. And well, turns out her sister, Margaret, is marrying a rodeo clown.
Ah, jeez.
Yep. His name is Buck. And we have to go out to dinner with them on Saturday night. And I hear her on the phone with her sister, and all she talks about is how giddy she is that two rodeo clowns are going to meet. I don't know anything about that world. I tried to look up some phrases. I feel like I'm trapped. I don't know what to do.
What I'm wondering is, do we just do acute damage control in the moment? And there are a couple of different tactics you can utilize. Just ask him loads of questions. Just come in there, and this is also going to get you some pretty good in-law points because you'll be a good listener. And then you get to go, oh, wow, we didn't do it like that, or we were just like that. How cool.
Like, hey, what did your barrel smell like? Mine smelled really bad. Did your barrel smell bad? What's up with that? Is that something like that?
I mean, you could just start simple with...
Did you ever get a horn in your butt? Is that a good one?
Forced
hey,
trauma.
Buck, I once got a horn in the butt. How about you? Any horns in the butt?
As your wife, I would be concerned. I would go, why have I not heard about this horn in the butt?
Ah, good point.
You ask him everything. Hey, Buck, lovely to hear you, lovely to meet you. Tell me everything. For old time's sake, tell me how the scene has changed. Now I'm a square actuary. You have to say that, but I'm self-deprecating, so I would say that.
What are you saying? What? Square? I think we're pretty cool. We have a softball team.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're called the Hacky Stats.
Oh, well, isn't that great? And do you guys, what are your jerseys?
Black on black.
I bet that gets hot. Socks up or down? I know some players are always superstitious.
Mm-hmm. I don't even wear the socks. They just get in the way of my speed. I'm very fast.
Wow, interesting. And what's your record?
Positive. It's a positive record. We're real good. I'm the center field. I'm center field.
Fascinating. And you're in great company. I mean, Trout, DiMaggio, Mantle, Cobb, center fielders. It's such a great... I mean, how about at the plate? What's your batting average?
My what?
Yeah, what's your batting average?
My batting average is 7 out of 10.
That's incredible. That's almost unheard of.
Really?
You bat 700.
Yeah, 700. Yep, that's what I do. I hit the ball. I must have hit it at least 600, 700 times now.
Wow.
I've only struck out like once my whole life.
That's impressive. I mean, your pitcher throws a lot of high heat.
Mm-hmm. The high heat, low heat, high throws all the heat. It's very hot.
That batting 700 is I mean, it strains credulity. You should be in the minors.
Maybe I should look into those numbers. Actually, I don't play softball.
Ah. Uh-huh.
I lied about that.
Okay, well,
I don't know why. I felt pressured my first time calling into a show like this, and I feel a little bit silly now.
let's call this a mulligan.
Yep, baseball mulligan. I got you.
There, sure. And when you chat with Buck and your sister-in-law, try not to lie. Don't add more lies. Everything that you say, just try to deflect from the existing 10-year-old lie.
You know, Josie, I actually think I might be coming down with a touch of laryngitis. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go to that dinner or talk during the dinner. I'd just sit there, maybe.
Just sit there and to just get him to keep on talking. That's great.
Go steal second base.
You just think about dinner. Take everything one question at a time.
I used to be a head chef in a restaurant.
Oh, really? Did you?
No.
Okay. All right. Cutie, you have a great night.
Hey, Josie, did you know I used to work in advertising?
Really?
No, but we got ads.
Ah, so we do. All right, cuties, keep your hot little hands off that dial. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
And we're out. Here, I made these for you.
You finally unboxed those muffins?
They're flashcards.
These are for what?
The family?
Oh.
Each card has photo, name, age, public age, relation to me, scandal they're proud of, star sign scandal never to mention, and allergies. I expect you to know these.
This guy has dog fighting as both scandals?
Oh, yeah, cousin Emil. He loves betting on fighter jets, but do not mention the other kind. No, wait, is that backwards?
Hey, you laminated these.
You know, you've been taking 2-hour baths. I figured it would help.
I'm making up for lost baths. What else am I supposed to do while you're at pickleball practice?
Yeah, okay, Pruny Tune.
Ain't you a stinker? And these are so cute. Maybe I will take them into the tub. You're really going all out for this.
Yeah, I just needs to be as prepared as possible.
It's a dinner. It's not a siege.
Aren't you nervous?
No, should I be?
It's sort of a high-pressure situation.
It's not brain surgery. Besides, I've gotten pretty good at playing a more acceptable version of myself in short bursts. Joanne the Chameleon. That's why you picked me, isn't it?
Sort of.
Hey, what's up, Doc?
Nothing. I'm fine.
You're turning kind of a funny color.
I'm part chameleon, too. Look, we'll drill these after the show, and then we can practice the conversation topics.
Another one? It's a whole box. I don't think I'm going to need these. I am nothing if not full of, folksy idioms and anecdotes and wives' tales, turns of phrase, spoonerisms.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You also part pufferfish, wheezy?
Grandmother loved a good zoo.
Wow. Really pushing the touch tank code of conduct.
Yeah, that's a scandal we don't talk about. All right, let's go back. We have a lot of work, Fugu.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, cuties, to Josie's Lonely Hearts Club. We are telling each other lies, telling sweet little lies. Frank, have we got anybody waiting on the line?
No.
I don't believe you.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we do. This is Cece calling from Reno.
Cece from Reno, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Josie. Hey, so I need your help with something. My friends think my boyfriend, Lucas, who I've been with for 2 months, 2 really amazing months, they think he is lying to me about what he does and who he is and everything, but I think that they're just jealous of how amazing he is and the fact that, they're not dating an archaeologist / astronaut / basketball player.
That is a trifecta, I think, as the kids say. Big if true. Wow, where'd you meet an archaeologist, basketball player, politician?
Astronaut, archaeologist, and basketball player. We met at a gala to save the rainforest, and Bono was there. Okay, so he was recruited during high school to play basketball at Stanford, and he did a double major in archaeology and astrophysics, and then he was on the Harlem Globetrotters for 2 years before he started astronaut training.
Wow.
Is that hard
The
to believe?
CV.
Is that like too...
I mean, I gotta tell, I feel like I'd have heard of some of these. I mean, think of it
Maybe
this
he
way.
wasn't a member of the Harlem Globetrotter. He just did the other stuff. I'm gonna cut the Harlem Globetrotter.
I'm just thinking, if we had a member of InSync trained to become an astronaut and never got there, always kind of felt bad for the guy. But let's bring it back to your boyfriend Lucas. 2 months now.
He got into crypto really early, but he's not like annoying about it. He doesn't talk about it all the time.
Aha. That is just insufferable, usually, when it's straight from the tap. Where do you think the beef is with your friends? Why don't they?
But it just makes me feel like they don't trust me. The fact that they aren't believing what I'm telling them about my boyfriend,
Okay,
like, why are they fake friends? Like, why don't they believe what I'm telling them?
Do they have reason not to believe what you're telling them, Cece?
I mean, maybe he's a little made up. But I'm going to a birthday party and my ex-boyfriend Kyle's going to be there, and I really want Lucas to be like a well-developed character by then so he believes that I'm with someone amazing. I'm tired of everybody saying that I date duds. Like, Kyle was a dud, but he was like a cute dud. It's important to me that people believe that I could date someone like Lucas, even if Lucas doesn't exist.
It shouldn't matter so much what everybody thinks of you and the people that you date. You show up to that party ready to attract.
The only problem is I never actually dated Kyle either. I was lying about that. I've never had a relationship.
Oh, Cece, then no wonder your friends think you're lying, honey. Out of the three, archaeologist, basketball player, astronaut, what really gets the motor running?
Probably archaeology.
Then, how about you hang out at a local college, see if you can't meet an archaeologist.
So what I did with making up Lucas was actually like a really good idea.
It was, because it allowed you to dream big.
Lucas, he wasn't totally just a lie. He was on my vision board. That's how this started.
There you go. You are sort of Dr. Frankenstein in a way, assembling the perfect man and bringing it to life in your imagination. And now you can go out and meet him.
Putting the man in manifesting. I'm going to manifest a man.
Perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, listen, cutie, I think you've got the way forward. All right? And please, give us a call back. I'd love to find out how this goes.
Okay. Thanks, Josie. Thanks. That was cool. Thank you.
All right. Night-night.
Josie, it seems like a lot of really cool and interesting people have kind of like made up or pretend partners. I feel like it's kind of like the new cool thing.
Yeah, well, who knows? Anybody else waiting to come on?
Yeah, coming up next, we have Blake from Las Vegas.
Blake from Sin City. Welcome to the show.
Josie, I've heard a lot of callers on your show. I'm a huge fan, honestly.
I love it.
I really think that you're onto something with this emotional earnesty in telling the truth thing.
Yeah.
And that something that you're on is being wrong. It's an island that you reside on solely. Have you thought of trying what I call the golden rule?
Enlighten me, Blake.
The golden rule, as we all know it.
Yeah.
When in doubt, lie.
Okay. What I'm trying to figure out is what kind of lies are you laying on these women?
Well, Josie, this isn't just for dating. To be clear, look, if you go through life lying, the world has no stakes. It's not just coffee shops. Like, I'll go in and say my name is Steve the Diamond Queen. Isn't everyone having a more fun day when they hear that called out? It's in job interviews when I talk about running the Orca Enthusiast Club of Ohio. Who doesn't like that as a fact? Can they prove me wrong? Probably not, but the world is a better place.
It sounds like you feel that you've taken it upon yourself. You are impelled to just sprinkle this little fairy dust of lies wherever you go in a way to sweeten everyone else's lives around you. And this is all well and good if you were a bit character in a sitcom, because you get that more than a brief interaction. I think it'd grate on people.
It has done great on people.
I don't know if I believe you in that moment. And you see what you've done now? Because I have caught you in one small lie, and now everything you say is suspect. And that is just inherently sketchy.
It's not sketchy, as you said. I keep the world light because the truth of the world is heavy.
What I hear is that you are taking a control freak tendency and dressing it up as kindness, when in fact what you're doing is keeping everybody in your own little snow globe where you control the climate and you control your own backstory and you control their emotions like a little puppet master, and you somehow believe that this makes you a magnanimous presence instead of a controlling one. Do you understand? You're a propagandist, not a partner.
Listen, I am a propagandist, if any.
Oh.
The people in my life are thrilled. Are the people in your life thrilled, Josie?
I'd like
Have
to...
the people on the calls been thrilled today? Have you thought of lying?
Yeah, I've thought about it.
Hey, we're getting somewhere.
Gotta tell you, Blake, what a joy. I think that you are a gentleman and a scholar and maybe one of the best callers I've ever had, and there's no way I'd ever hang up on you.
Oh, I'm so glad it worked. I'll catch you later. Bye.
Takes all kinds to make a world, doesn't it, Frank? Anyway, cuties, we have had a lot to talk about this evening, and I, for one, feel like I know a little bit more about what is true. This world can be mixed up, but I know I've always got you, and you have always got me, and that's a promise. Sit tight, cuties. We've got a piece of programming coming up that is gonna knock your socks off, and it, of course, is a pair of parakeets.
A pair of parakeets. Absolutely, Joe. A pair of parakeets tells the story of Damien and Antebella, a couple of just raunchy little birds that have been trained to say about 16 words each. Watch them say it in no particular order as they have flown into Studio B and we can't get them out. Pair of Parakeets is great. It's been running since Dr. Mark left New Mexico, and as soon as we get them out there, it's going to be gone. So enjoy it while you can, folks. A Pair of Parakeets, only on KDNM and KBXV.
Nighty-night, cuties.
And we're out.
'Twas well engineered, my good Pennybutt. What say you to cool basil leftovers and some peak Richard gear?
Yeah, pretty woman. Joe, I don't know. I need to...
Oh, come on. It's basically La Traviata, except instead of tuberculosis, Julia Roberts has a trashy friend.
Joe, just wait a second, because...
Oh, and then there's the snail scene, and who am I kidding? You probably had escargot in your lunchbox. She's got this little...
No, stop. Joanne, you don't get it.
Oh, all right.
You know, there's a reason my family was so surprised I had a long-term girlfriend, and it's because the person I was when I left sucked. It sucked. I was shallow and cruel. It's just the worst. I was horrible to people, and they kissed my ass. I mean, that's what that world does to you. And one day, I just realized that if I ever wanted to be halfway decent, I couldn't do it there. So my family thinks I'm crazy for the one good decision I ever made. They think I'm out here rolling around in the mud. And so I wanted to show them that I'm better off out here. And that's why I want you there. I like who I am around you. So don't embarrass me, okay?
Wow. Okay, that helps. I'm really sorry. I didn't take this seriously at all. I was just yucking it up with you, and it's been fun and easy hanging out, but I didn't really understand or I guess even admit to myself that there were some really huge stakes here.
Yeah, but to your credit, usually I'm the one who's not taking things seriously.
Right, but you're not rolling in the mud. Not right now. That's something.
Really could go for a quick mud roll.
Okay, don't spoil it. Look, I want to go whole hog on this too. Right there with you. Whatever you need, you are going to wow their pants off and you are going to shove it right in their stupid little faces, and I will be right there with you.
Thanks, friend.
You bet. Now, Pennybutt, go fetch the car and bring her around, shall you? You know I abhor a chilly seat. My buns deserve heat.
All right. For your information, Joe, I never had a lunchbox of escargot.
I know I was being hyperbolic.
My school had a private chef.
Of course you did. I'm going to do credit so I don't have to look at your rich-ass face. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Allow me to get the car, madam. Oh, I'm your butler, of course.
Josie's Lonely Hearts Club was created by Maximilian Clark and Rachel Music. Our cuties this week included the talents of Al Pagano, Ashley Adler, Brendan Sokler, and Laura Holliday. Our story editor is Aliza Brugger. Say, Frank might be richer than Croesus, but you know, the show isn't, and it's not like he's going to open up that coin purse for us anytime soon. So if you're feeling generous, the holidays are coming around, then how about you sign up for our Patreon? It's Good Story Guild on Patreon, and we've got a whole mess of shows that you can support, and then you can tell people that you're a producer. I wanna be a producer. That's you, right? Sitting there wherever you are. That's what you're humming to yourselves. Well, how about you make it a reality? Anyway, catch you next week.